Hello everyone, Dr. Smith, physical therapist here. This video is going to break down how to get paid fairly in home health as a physical therapist post PDGM. Now before I get into that, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that like button below. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, or concerns as the video moves along, as always, please share them. Many of you that have been following me for a while saw that pre-PDGM I put out how to get paid over $100,000 as a physical therapist in home health, and through my other videos and my home health mentorship course, I've also helped many PTs get paid over $100K post PDGM. In doing that and having over hundreds of members in my course reviewing multiple job offers, I've been seeing a lot of bullshit, and today I'm going to break it down to help you get paid fairly when you go to negotiate your next contract in home health, whether you are going to get a salary or a pay per visit, PRN, what have you. We're going to break that down today so you can get paid fairly and not waste your time with bullshit. The number one thing I see people fall into a trap of when they're looking at job offers is it will say visits per week or points per week. I'm hoping that if it's home care, you're using a point system, but some agencies still do not do that. But it will say if you see 30 points or 20 visits, whatever it says, you can make 100 plus grand a year. People sign up for this job, and then guess what? There's no visits. Maybe there's 4 visits a week. Maybe there's 5 visits a week. Now this is mostly from the agencies I called out in my first ever video talking about this, that are mostly run by other therapists that prey on new grads and therapists transitioning, because what they do is they go to an agency directly, like I tell many people to do, contract out at the PRN rate, and then what happens is the therapist, I was getting $37 or whatever, because it's better than outpatient, well the company is making $100 plus on each of those visits the therapist sees. Now, this was why I started creating content, started making my course, was to let people know about these practices. Thankfully, PDGM has shut down a lot of them because a lot of them were fraudulent. There are maybe 1 or 2 companies that are actually respectable, that are therapist owned and ran. Many are not because they just lie to people and they prey on new grads. Because yes, you do get paid more than ortho, but when you're getting $40 and the agency is getting $100 off your work, it's just not fair. That will be the next point in this video. But it's a point of contention with me, and I know in my first video it got flagged and removed by lots of therapists that own these agencies. If you're one of those agencies or owners, go ahead and dislike this video right now, but fuck you. So anyway, make sure that if they say there's 30 points, 20 points, or visits, whatever, that they can actually give them to you, because I don't want you signing a contract and then you have a non-compete, which I wouldn't sign anyway. But then you're stuck at home seeing 4 patients a week and not getting paid and struggling. The next thing I'm going to say is the average pay visits I've seen through my hundreds of members that I've reviewed is $70 per visit on average, and I've even seen PTAs get around that. So $70 for regular visits, or 1 point usually if you're using a point system. Evaluations, $100 plus, ideally $115 plus, but $100 plus is what I've seen from respected, well-paying agencies. And again, because you are making that agency a decent amount of money, especially if you're contracting or whatever you're doing, depending on your payment system and your model, you should be able to get that. The bigger agencies, the big name companies will pay you that. These middlemen agencies tend not to. For Oasis and Starter Care, $140 plus, ideally $185 plus. But I'm being honest with you, I've seen it as low as $140. I've seen some disrespectful shit that I saw earlier today. Somebody offered $75 per Oasis. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. And if you're one of these companies doing that, you need to stop, because through my videos, my course, and just educating people in general, you're going to get called out. Also, people are going to go where they are paid fairly and valued, because when you underpay somebody, you create burnout, you create frustration, you create division, and it's a poor corporate structure. Next topic, mileage. There was a tax law about a year ago or so that says you can no longer write off mileage unless you are a 1099 contractor. If an employer says they're going to not offer you mileage because you can write it off on your taxes, no, you cannot unless you are a 1099 contractor. You cannot make those deductions. You can't write this stuff off anymore. It's been a tax law for over a year. Stop telling people that. And if you are a new grad going into home health, make sure that you watch this fucking video and you take fucking notes. All right, so we covered, make sure you have caseload, the average rates, mileage. I know travelers get about 58 cents per mile most agencies pay around 40 cents per mile on average from what I've seen from over my members in my course. Now, if you want to learn Oasis and have me walk you through the EMRs and certain things, obviously buy the course. I'll post the link below. But I really want you guys to go into these offers knowing what you're talking about. Know about point systems. Watch my frequency video that I also link below or somewhere in this video. Learn this shit. I'm giving it to you guys for free. Learn it. Provide value. Learn about the PDGM reimbursement. And remember, you need to have a caseload to make money. You need to have a decent pay rate to make money. You need to get paid mileage because you're just going to lose money if you don't get mileage. Those are my 3 main points. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Here's 4 or 5 points. I don't care right now. When you are looking at salary versus pay per visit, PRN, it's going to depend, again, on your pay rate, your caseload. Ideally, with a salary, even if you're low, you still get paid. But again, you still want it to be around the $100,000 mark. I've helped people get over $120K. If you look at my group, there's people in home health getting $150,000 as a PT in home health. So make sure that you understand that. That being said, I actually got paid more going from salary to PRN. It depends, again, on these other factors, because you can get $1,000 a visit, but if you don't have any patients and no visits, you're making $0. Anyway, guys, I'm Dr. Smith, physical therapist. I'm just fucking livid right now, and I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe. All right, peace.